Look at the following. In the image above, you can see people, men shooting. They might be militias in Gaza. Be careful, okay? We had talked to you about this here. Well, let's see. There are 2 million people, right? In Gaza, right? I mean, in the whole Gaza enclave, there are 2.5, 2.6 million people. And the estimate they make of how many are leaders, not just leaders, but officials or people who work for Hamas, currently it's about 30,000 to 40,000 people. Some say it's less, others say fewer, but that's just a small group. 2.5 million inhabitants. But there are other smaller groups, but there are also other radical groups, militias as they're called, right? And many of them are fighting or are angry with the people from Hamas. They're their enemies. And right now they're attacking each other. What we're seeing there is, listen. There are militias in Gaza opposing Hamas. That situation is getting complicated. Just imagine what could happen. There's a kind of, let's call it a sort of internal civil war where, well, there's not much information about what they want, why they're fighting, and so on. There are several theories. There have been several messages they've been posting calling for calm. Because, well, just imagine they're about to return the hostages, and this situation is happening, right? Let's go into the details of what's happening in Gaza. And what is expected for the next few days. In a few more hours, will the hostages be released? That's important too. In theory, the war between Israel and Gaza would have ended. Or at least that's what Donald Trump says. Donald Trump announces the war is over. This, at least in the president's view, before he heads to that area. Remember, he arrives in Israel tomorrow Monday, then goes to Egypt. He will attend the signings, handle the hostage issue, and meet the hostages' families. This whole matter, right? I'm sure they'll report before leaving for the Middle East to lead the historic Gaza Peace Summit. Right before then, they'll give this message. The war is over. And, well, now he's going to visit the President of Egypt, Al-Sisi, and the Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu. This will be then a very special moment, he says, because he wants to be there as the one who brought that peace, right? The summit is taking place amid the expected release of the hostages, which is scheduled for tomorrow. In exchange, Palestinian prisoners will be released under international supervision. The head of the Israel Defense Forces, Ayal Samir, confirmed the victory over Hamas. The military and diplomatic pressure gave us an advantage. There are still challenges, he says, but we have reconfigured the country's security, they assure. This is what the head of the Israel Defense Forces, Ayal Samir, says. As I tell you, well, he says, let's say the moves, or what was done at the time. Well, it would have brought these results, so to speak, right? Now? How are the hostages, the kidnapped people, going to arrive, right? How? The 3 of them? Besides, is their family there? And there will be some political officials there, etc. First, they will be checked by paramedics and specialists to make sure they are okay and to assist them as quickly and immediately as possible. For each of those released, a prize, a gift, has been prepared for them. It's good, probably more than this, but this is already ready there, right? So what's inside this one? These bags? There's a red bag, a brownish bag, and then there's a white bag. It's a welcome kit they prepared for the hostages, which obviously includes a lot of new clothes. Personal equipment, toiletries, a laptop, a cell phone, a tablet, headphones, and other things. I mean, they really want to give everyone a very warm welcome. I mean, obviously the main thing is to be with their family and to be free to begin with, right? But it's like a bonus, let's say, right? An extra that they've prepared for them, and obviously this is it. I assume food, water, and other basics will be provided to them in time. But, well, that's part of what they're waiting for. We want to understand, Dice. Right now on this topic, we want to understand what happened to all the hostages who already lost their lives before they died. They want information and, well, clarifications from Hamas. They want to know how their families died. I think it's something, well, it's important, right? 4. How will the mourning process go, or have they already lost them? Do they want to know where? They were locked up. An incident, someone fired the shot wrong. I mean, they're going to try to get that information. I don't know if they'll get it or not, but that's something they've been asking for. Well, that would be important. The Israel Forensic Institute warned that identifying the deceased hostages could take days. Because, well, not all of the remains of the deceased are in the best condition. Obviously, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu called for national unity in an emotional speech. Well, that's it. We'll be discussing that speech more tonight, right? I'd like to move on to a related topic I also find interesting. Let's get started.